preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Cowboys.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game, and leading the way, already a star in just his 3rd season. It's Justin Herbert.
It feels like hyperbole, but it's actually reality. In only 2 seasons, we've seen Justin Herbert do things rarely or never seen before in the NFL. He's one of only 9 quarterbacks now with the 5,000-yard passing season and made the Chargers a top 5 offense for the first time since 2010. He's also the only...
Oh, I love this thing so much. Welcome to the series. As you well know, last series I had... I had basically did some things to adjust, and I accidentally went into exiting. I will get it right back. It's Chargers versus the Cowboys. Go Herbert, go. And enjoy the game. I am watching this, so I hope this week goes fast for you.
First and 10, Herbert.
And this is Clark's
first catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Eckler going to get it again on second down. Nice little juke. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
Well, that's the way you want to get an opening drive going, right? Because so often it's a tone setter. And I think even better when you're able to pick it up and convert with a running play. Because the last thing you want to do is play what I call rocket football. 1, 2, 3, kick.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On second down, Eckler. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's Herbert. It's Eckler again. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Here's Herbert. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings him out.
And not only was it great to see Dak Prescott make his return in 2021, it's even better to see him playing the best ball of his career. He didn't lead Dallas to just a division title and its best record in 6 years. Dallas also led the league in yards and points, the first time it has led in both since 1971.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
A first down throw for Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. You got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leads him to 4th and 1. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Fourth down, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. Give him 18 on the play. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Prescott to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end Everett. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is that right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Herbert on 1st down now. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Herbert now. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. DeMarcus Lawrence, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Prescott. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
To the air again, Prescott. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 40-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Allen. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Garabay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Tristan Hill. A gain of 5. brings up second and
From the 45 on second down. Herbert. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Allen's got it complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress, trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
it's a pickup for 3. Brings up second and 7.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert. And oh, a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
Jordan Lewis on the coverage.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. On the screen, complete to Spiller. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Herbert. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Brings up second and goal.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Eluded, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chauncey Golston gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott got an open man. It's Washington. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So out come the Chargers. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10. Herbert over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
As the gain of 8 brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer the beat later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
And that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, There's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Inside give to Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Prescott to the sideline on 4th down. Jonathan Garibay is out there for the Dallas field goal. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Back to throw here, Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 19. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. To the air again, Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen from 19 yards away. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Hopkins with the extra point. And a lead down to 3 at 13-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Room here to run. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Prescott. Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25 on second down, Prescott. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And some momentum going, driving down the field. That'll set them back 1st and 15.
I mean, that type of play, when you've got to go in your direction, shoot, my man Old Mo is arching an eyebrow at him right now. You've got me going. Keep me going.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Dowdle going to take this one out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Daniel. A quick throw, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Daniel. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Now Rush. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Back to throw, Rush. And that's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
Connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. To throw is Rush. Outright, he finds Tolbert. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left and end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Rush to throw. Open man is Noah Brown. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. To throw again on second down. Rush. And this one too low. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Rush. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Daniel. He's got it. It's Spiller. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 3rd and 2. Daniel. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. They run behind center with Spiller. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And Daniel fakes the handoff. That one caught by Carter. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Daniel. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Carter, 45 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that wound up traveling an even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Rush. He'll find his man, Simi Fehoko. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. From the 35 on 2nd down. Rush right back to Tolbert. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review that he is playing. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. From the gun on third down. Rush. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Oh, the return is Reed. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Chase Daniel and the offense heading back onto the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Daniel. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll take over with great field position here, down a point as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Rush. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Rush. Under pressure, they got him again. Chris Rumph, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And as we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and that'll keep this a 1-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
How about the timing on that one? Well, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Now Daniel on first down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Back to the air. Daniel on second down. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Daniel on third down. Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. That sounds a little surprised to see him just come out the shotgun.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a handoff coming left to Spiller. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football up a triple option, you've actually called that play.
That's going to be caught by Carter. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Good move at the 30. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Dorrance Armstrong. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Daniel. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now it's Daniel. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rush. And that'll be caught by Fehoko. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Brown.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Troy Reeder, the man to take him down.
And how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Rush. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Rush.
That's into the hands of Tolbert.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Now a play fake here on first down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
There he goes, right side. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a big 6 and a Charger TD. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken at the goal line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Throwing after the interception. Rush. Pass incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rush. Over the middle here to Brown. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Back to throw Rush. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Yeah, on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
The Chargers ready to take over.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They keep it on the ground with Spiller.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They'll try the air now with Daniel. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Extra point up and good by Garibay.
As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. On 2nd and 11 now. Daniel. Throw right side complete to Carter.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd down. Daniel.
Back-to-back catches here for Carter.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Straight ahead, it's Spiller.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 45 on 2nd down. Daniel. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From midfield, here's Daniel.
Open man for him. He's got him. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They go back to the ground with Spiller.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
And remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. On 3rd down, it's Spiller.
And he's taken down inside the 30. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again on the ground, again it's Spiller.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. And right side, they're going to go option here. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. If they can kneel down at the end, even better.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
Well, that concludes the game. I'll probably play one more tonight. Well, that concludes the game. I'll probably play one more tonight. Sorry about that.
Welcome to your franchise staff. Here you find staff points can be when you have to see what some talent trees make you select a path to follow.
Yes, I'm trying to develop my defense a little better. It needs to happen. This is a very young coaching crowd. So I'm trying to do everything I can to make this a winning team and, change this team around. Money's roster. So, yeah, it's going to be a wonderful little ordeal. And yes, I'm trying to help my team with younger players as much as possible. Yeah, 5 years though. That's what's killing me. Ooh, 61. Yeah, I'll take him. I know I'm probably over my limit right now. I don't even care. And the bonus is they're out of the West. Ooh. Yeah, I'll take him. His rookie year, 23 years old. Texas plays better. And I am looking to put a lot of young teams. Four years. Okay, so that much of a big drop off. I just changed him up a little bit. Welcome to whoever's watching. I'm setting up my offense and defense right now so that when I go in season, I have who I need. Boza. Alright. So now I've got a better defense. Hopefully my offense has improved a little bit. So, I don't know about you, but I'm debating on going to a second game. Ooh. But I am going to end this live stream for now. At about 7, 8 o'clock tonight, I'll put on my last one of the night. Have a good day, guys. Remember, get help if you're feeling down. Go see a counselor. God bless. I'll still be on my PlayStation 5. Take her easy.